So the middleweight division, there was a lot of action at Power Slap 8. So the rankings and title shot picture is a little bit complicated. So at Power Slap 8, you had 3 people in the top 6 competing. You had Wesley Drain at number 2, Brandon Bordeaux at number 5, Isaiah Quinones at number 6. And Wesley was taking on Isaiah. Isaiah ended up knocking him out. So I think it's pretty easy to swap them and put Isaiah at number 2 and then Wesley at number 6. So Brandon Bordeaux also fought, but he was on the early prelims, so it's not released yet, but I've heard that he did win. So that would keep him still in the picture, in my opinion. But they probably it's tough to give it to him over the other 2. But, I mean, he's still really good, and that would be a big win if it is, in fact, true. And then you not competing, but you had Azael at number 1. He was the number 1 contender before Power Slap 8. He's coming off a DQ loss to AJ Hintz. He actually knocked him out, but he stepped. So he got DQ'd. Man, it was a shot though. If that's not a stepping foul, then I don't even think we're having this conversation. I think that him and John Davis already fought at Power Slap 8 for the belt. If that's not a step, it's unfortunate. I believe it was pretty close. So, yeah, if that doesn't happen, I think he's already got the shot. But it makes it interesting with Isaiah coming off a knockout win. That was a really big win. I personally hope they give it to Azael. The second fight with him and John Davis is one of the best fights I've ever seen. It was super competitive, back and forth, nonstop action, and I'd love to see that again. They've actually fought twice, but the first one was so early, like in their careers, like right off the reality show. Like they're both seasoned vets now. They're both like coming into their prime. So it'd be dope to see them again. But Isaiah's a fresh matchup, and he used to be a light heavyweight. He dropped down, so he's a big middleweight, and he's a problem. He looked really good against Wesley. Was a tough loss for Wesley, but, I mean, he's still Wesley, and everyone loves him, myself included, and I'll always watch him slap, so I don't think he's, like, done. I think he just needs to regroup. And then I don't know what to really say about Brandon Bordeaux because I haven't seen the fight yet. They haven't released it. So the official rankings, like the updated rankings haven't come in yet, but you had AJ Hintz at number 3, and again, he got the DQ win, so it's tough to give him a shot. He wasn't really in contention coming in. It's tough to give him a title shot off a DQ win. But I don't think you can move him down in the rankings either, so I bet you they'll keep him at number 3. And then you had Garrett Grimes at number 4. Not really sure what he's doing, but it's really like a lot of it has to do with availability too. Like that's the best ability is availability. They always say that. That's how you catch a favor, catch a bag, like coming on like short notice, just staying ready. If they were to give it to Azael, I think you can do Isaiah versus AJ, Isaiah versus Brandon, or Isaiah versus Grimes, and those are all bangers. If you do Isaiah, I think you can do the rematch between Azael and AJ, or you can do Azael against Brandon. And then or you could do, if you did Azael versus AJ, you could do Brandon against Garrett, and that could be good too. This whole division is absolutely stacked. Like, this is my favorite division. Everyone's killers, and like, I personally think, I could be way off on this, but I think that it's like the most devastating is in terms of like converting speed and strength to power versus like the size of your body. I think that like they generate so much force, and they're big, but they're not that big, you know? So it's just like they take so much force because they can generate so much force because there's like a prime like size for optimal performance, I feel like. And same with light heavyweight. Light heavyweight maybe a little bit more if you're on like the athletic side. But you see a lot of big people at light heavyweight that like are slower. So I personally think that middleweight's like the best division. It's my favorite division. So I can't wait to see what they do with these updated rankings. I'm not sure when they're going to release them. I'm not sure when they're going to release the fights either. Like, I want to see that Brandon Bordeaux fight. I want to see all the prelims. I've heard like rumors of what's happened, but I don't really know for sure. But I don't like how they record those prelims. Like, that makes zero sense to me. Like, I get maybe you want content for later, but like, just put on more events. Like, I think there's the demand for it. Like, I just don't understand why they don't even let anybody in the building either. It's really bizarre and odd. Maybe it had something to do with the reality show. If that's the case, then I completely understand, but I doubt that's the case. Like, the guys on the undercard, for the most part, you've heard their names. Like, they shouldn't be on the reality show. They're already on the roster. So it's very odd to me. But I'm not sure when they're going to release those. But yeah, anyway, I hope they give it to Azael. But Isaiah's a problem too. So no matter who they give it to, like, the rest of it just fills in. I can't wait to see AJ fight again either. I want to see how he bounces back. He's been on the wrong end of like some fouls in the past. You got to kind of feel for him. But like, he's an OG and he's always been super entertaining. So I can't wait to see him fight again. I think he's also a problem in this division. Like I said, there's nothing but killers in this division, dude. It's crazy. I would cut 50 pounds just to avoid this division.